everybody.
So I'd sing you to sleep after the loving with a song I just wrote yesterday. And I hope you can hear what the words and the music have to say. It's so hard to explain everything that I'm feeling face to face. I just seem to go dry. But I love you so much that the sound of your voice can get me high. Thanks for taking me.
Thanks for taking me
On a one-way trip to the sun.
one-way trip to the sun.
And thanks for turning me
Turn me
into someone. So
someone.
I sing you to sleep. After the loving, I brush back the hair from your eyes. The love on your face is so real that it makes me wanna cry. And I know that my song isn't saying anything new. But after the loving, I'm still in love with you. And I sing you to sleep. After the loving, I brush back the hair from your eyes. And the love on your face is so real that it makes me wanna cry.
See, it makes me cry.
And I know that my song isn't saying anything. But after the loving,
After the
I'm still in
love,
love with you. Yeah. After the loving,
after the love,
I'm still in love with you. After the loving, I'm still in love with you.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Ding, 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 ding. We can use a double bottle. Red Juice Lady's in the house, by the way.
And we're back.
And we're back. What are you eating? I don't dare ask. Well, happy lunch
Don't
to
dare
you.
ask because I'm very nervous.
Carla's in the house. That was The incredible music brought to you by J&M Productions. How you like that? Little
I
bit
gotta
of
tell
Tom
you.
Jones going on there?
I don't know what's worse. This Jeffrey, ever since he's gotten famous, has done nothing but confuse the hell out of me.
Legacy Live, Marty Hollander and Carol Klass.
I know. And he tells me we don't have somebody, then he says we do have somebody, and I don't know what we have, because
We got a water spill on the floor, so we got over
that's
there.
all right, I get him up anyway.
Keeps you in suspense.
Yes, you do, I have
You
to
ain't
tell you.
lying.
Brought to you by JM Productions in the house. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Brooklyn Cafe Show live on a beautiful Friday in sunny South Florida. All I can say is, wow, what a morning. It is only 12 o'clock, and we've had a full day of production, producers, and I think there's more coming in.
Cole, do me a favor and mute those like I told you. Thank you.
And we will see what we got going on the other end of today. But we had a nice morning show. We got new producers, new students,
There's so many things going on in
new
here.
schools,
I had to sit down because I'm really nervous.
new artwork. Great
Mhm.
show by Eileen Lemelman.
Now, do you see this ticket?
I do.
You know what this ticket is? This is a replica of the first ticket that was sold when the Beatles came to America. Shea Stadium, 1965.
Really?
Do you see the price of the ticket?
$5.65, including tax.
Including tax.
Including tax.
So he
Wow.
brought this in because I'm thinking of putting it somewhere with this music. If I don't
Ah.
strangle myself with it.
You want to put it up there?
Maybe.
I don't know how you're going to get it up there.
The way that got up there.
We got Boss Lady running everything over here. Sabrina, it's her last day, so she's running Studio A. We got Slick out here. We got a whole lot of things going on. Eileen, fantastic show today.
We did a lot of movement with Eileen.
It was nice.
Eileen was here, there, and everywhere. And
Here, there,
Eileen's
everywhere.
daughter is here today.
Hallie. Easy to remember. It's my maiden name, so that's an easy one for
I can't
me.
even remember your name.
I know, huh?
Tell us a little bit something about the group that you brought in.
It's Legacy Live is the newest addition to the JM Productions family. They've only been signed for a couple of weeks. We really are rebranding, so to speak, the group. Actually, it's supposed to have been a trio, but one of them is non-committal at this point because she does other stuff. So we're looking for a third singer, a second female.
Slick?
Female.
Oh, female.
Female. And Marty has we got some ads out looking for it, and they're going to be doing their first show over at Cape Cabaret on the 12th of May in Cape Coral. But in the meantime, we've got to redo all of their videos, update their sites, media sites. So it's a work in progress at this point.
Now, you got really busy because you sent me a text at 6:09 this morning. I thought it was Cole, but it happened to be you. It happened to be you. I'm afraid to ask what the hell that was. But at 6:09 this morning, you sent me a text about Kendra's going to be doing some music.
Kendra on May 22nd is going to be performing at Temple Colamy Emmanuel at noon in front of the temple, actually inside the temple. And she's doing a 45-minute show. And it's a little different than what we're used to seeing Kendra on video. She's going to be doing a variety show, showing some of her Broadway stuff, Phantom, and all, because as you know, she's classically trained. So right now she's on her way to L.A., and then she's going to be in Memphis, Nashville. Then she goes to Vegas, then back to Nashville.
Well, I gotta ask. You seen Kendra's Rapture?
Well, I can't see her doing Rapture.
Is
at
she
the
doing
synagogue.
Rapture
No,
in the
she's doing
synagogue?
Broadway.
Did you see Rapture?
I can't see her doing that at Colamy Emmanuel, though.
She's not going to be doing that at Colamy.
You know, you can bring her over. You can
Listen,
bring her over
she's,
to.
you know, it's more like the Song of Hope and Phantom and some Broadway stuff.
Nice.
And some of the, for the 50 group up, so to speak. But I've notified the high schoolers at the school at Temple Colamy that she will do a couple of music type stuff that she's done, that more in tune with what they're used to. But
Very
Rapture is not for the seniors, no.
I would love to see Rapture in Temple. That would be
That
a
would,
trip.
let me tell you, it'd be you and I, and that's all in the audience after
No, I
that.
bet more people would come than you think. But the guys would come. The women would be like,
Bet you the rabbi would
can't
be
watch
dancing in the
that."
aisles. That's all I got
Listen,
to say.
trust me, the rabbi at this temple, he's a party animal.
You have a new Hispanic rabbi, don't you?
Yes, we do. From
I think he
Buenos
was.
Aires, Argentina.
That's what I thought.
32 years old.
Oh, he's Latin?
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
a Latin rabbi?
Came in from
Well, he's
Argentina.
actually was born in Tel Aviv, but he had his last rabbinate down in Buenos Aires for 10 years, and then we hired him here.
You have
And
no
he's-
problem then. You could
Huh?
put Rapture.
You can put Kendra and
You
Rapture
could put
anywhere.
Kendra. You could put
Well,
any other-
Rapture is
Way to go.
you know, when my wife saw Rapture for the first time, she said, "Boy, that's a little risque," you know.
That's
But
Kendra,
look, Kendra is Kendra.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, she's all over the place.
And she's very talented.
Hey, listen,
too.
when J-Lo, you know, she maneuver her Kimbalas, nobody said nothing about her. And she's still doing it at, what, 50?
But I don't think she's a Temple Emmanuel calling
I'm pretty sure she's been in temples somewhere.
Not
Somewhere.
so sure about that.
What is it? You go to temple, you're not allowed to
Listen,
dance?
I'm
right?
when you guys show up on the 22nd, I'm gonna have some gefilte fish for you.
Yeah, well, you can eat all that because I saw it, no
I
lag.
grew up there. I went to Hebrew school there.
Did you? Is the
But-
teacher still there?
Getting back
Jesus
to
is still-
it's
Jesus is still
Legacy
there, yeah.
Live, you know, Marty's been around a long time, as you see from his the songs that they sing and the places they played here in South Florida, but primarily it's been restaurant type of stuff, dance music. So we're going a little different direction, but we really need that third party person to work. But they've been kind enough to come in and do it as a duo because everybody else was busy or couldn't do it this morning.
Well, we're
So-
excited to have them here. Nice way to kick off our Friday and get our Gubba weekend started doing what we do.
Make sure camera 3's in play. But so Marty came up with
Marty
the,
Hollander and Carol Klass.
So Marty and Carol, how did you guys meet? Let's start there. Talk it to the mics.
Let's see, we'll get them on the.
Well, we met about, I guess it was 5 or 6 years ago, and
What is he doing?
yes. We met about 5 or 6 years ago, and we did date for a little while, and then we decided we're better off as friends. And it's been that way ever since.
Yeah, that's why we haven't killed each other yet.
It works, and we're
So they
still
met?
together.
And they
dated
stay.
and like, no, this isn't working.
So the music
Yeah,
works.
I said I didn't want that. This is better.
I
Marty-
beg your pardon.
Marty's like, wait a minute, I never agreed to say all these things. Marty, so the music works, right? The relationship didn't work, but I guess you stay friends before anything works, right?
Exactly. Well, we all went off on our own for a little while. I made a record called We Are America, and it played on many stations. And then I got back with Carol because she's great, and I enjoy singing with her
Yes.
most of the time.
Gina
Marty is
Presser,
also a songwriter. He writes a lot of his own
You write your own
songs.
music as well?
Yes, and I play about 3 instruments: guitar, conga drums, harmonica. You'll hear a little bit of the harmonica later.
Yes, you're very good with the harmonica. Now, when you were solo and doing your thing, is that what you did? You play drums, harmonica, and things of that nature?
Mostly sang, but no, I have. Yeah, we played at some restaurants, nightclubs, and we did both. You know, depended on the venue, whether they wanted to have a whole group or whatnot. And eventually, we'll play with a whole group again.
In the venues that you're putting them in now, where restaurants, what are you doing with them?
Right now, we're putting them back into restaurants, and we're actually going to have to develop a show where I could put them in a venue, okay, where they actually could do a full 90-minute show, and that's what's going to come. But in the meantime, just fill in. They're going to be doing some restaurants, some private affairs, you know, private parties, that kind of thing.
So that's nice. They got You got the whole mixture working. Now, you've never worked with them before, correct?
No.
So it's the first time for you as well, hearing them?
Yeah.
Very nice. People want to know how they get in touch with you. They have some singers that are looking for distribution or everything that you do.
They can get a hold of jamproductions.biz is my website, or they can email me at jeffreyweinstein1@AOL. To see all the artists. We got 21, I think, now. It's hard now to keep track of everybody.
It's a good thing. I know.
I
That's
think
how
we
I felt today.
I think we bring them all in
Well-
and let them perform here, and then you'll sit down with them in B after you're done. See what you can do with them.
As you know, what we're trying to do is put together I guess it's not a showcase per se, but we're in the process of trying to find a location up here where we'd have 4 or 5 performers, different performers, do like 15, 20 minutes each, and do like a mini showcase and tie it in with, wine and cheese or a dinner or something that that we're working on with you. So
And it's funny because the game has changed. I remember when you and I spoke about doing this, it was one thing, and the game now has changed. Now they want quality. They want that cheese. They want that dinner. So they're paying the same money for the gig, but they want more in return.
I'll tell you what they're doing. A good example, I got a call last night from the guy at Cape Cabaret over on the West Coast in Cape Coral, and he says for the summer in the lounge, they're going to offer a 3-course dinner plus the show for $39.95. That's pretty good.
It is very good.
They'll get an appetizer. They'll have a choice of like 4 entrees and a dessert, and the show in the lounge, not in the big theater, but in the
always
lounge.
laugh. I feel like I'm talking to my grandparents for $39.95. You can go to the lounge. You got dinner.
Yeah,
you got
it's a
lunch,
venue
you got
early
show
bird.
ready. You would love to go.
First
It's
of
a
all,
venue early bird.
I gotta
Who's
tell
gonna
you,
go?
don't listen to her. Don't
You
listen
love
to her.
all that.
Because she gonna catch up. Okay, there'll be a time she says, "Wait, man, we spend 90." Because with Dawn, she'll spend $100 to go see something. I don't do that. It's got to be something I want to go see.
It saves money to do other things.
Yeah, early bird special. If you eat at 4, it's the same food you eat at 6. I don't
That's
understand
like
that.
lunch. You and I are eating lunch at 4. How are you eating dinner at 4?
I go to venues.
I know.
Now the Rhythm Chicks are going to be playing this Saturday.
Tomorrow night, right?
They are tomorrow night at one place.
And what happens if it rains? Is this indoor?
And it's
or-
indoors.
It is indoors.
It's
Okay.
indoors in the
Well,
lower
that may
area.
be something you could take this group over.
Well, they've done it. They did it. The venue has now been known as one place. It used to be a different name.
2 places.
And they played there before.
It used to be
Marty
2
has.
places.
It was our place or
Yeah.
Norman's,
Yeah.
right?
Somebody's place.
Yeah.
Ours, yours, and
Somebody's
mine, and ours.
place.
It's in the Boca
Boca Plaza Hotel.
Hotel. Boca Plaza Hotel.
And that starts at 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to be there?
Tomorrow night,
No, next Monday. Yeah, tomorrow night.
Uh,
You going to be there?
be there probably later in the evening because I have dinner engagement.
It's 7 to 9.
No, they're doing, they'll probably do 7 to 10.
Are they going to go non-stop again for 3
No,
hours?
they do 45. They take a break. They do
So what
another-
time are you going to be there? Because you're not there. I'm not going to show up till you get there.
Well, they're going to do 3 sets, but the
What time you
first
gonna
set
be
is
there?
always the longest.
What time are you going to be there? What time are you going to be there?
Me? Probably 8 o'clock, maybe.
Let's take a commercial break. When
Don't
we
hold
come
me to
back-
that time. It might be
We're
8:01.
going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with its legacy. We've got Eileen Lemmelman and JM Productions in the house. Gubba Rum's going to join us. We got a full cast of crew and new people. We're going to talk to Marty. We're going to talk to Carol. They're going to do another song when we get back from break.
When we get back from break.
All right, give us a call at the studio, 888-994-4995. Studio A. If you have a singer or any music that you want some promotion with, you can contact Jeffrey Weinstein at jeffreyweinstein1@aol.com or go to jmproductions.biz. Ready to take a break?
You just exhausted me with that.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard, and Cattell attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard & Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Lady Ashley and this is my husband, Big John.
The muscle behind the hustle.
We are the creators of this very unique party planning business, Lady Ashley Party Planning. We are known for all the details. We specialize in gorgeous balloon decor, floral displays, and handle all of your party planning needs from A to Z.
Please feel free to visit our website at ladyashleypartyplanning.com. Our email is abpartyplanning@yahoo.com, and our phone number is 561-542-2296.
Cool, calm, collected. Needing a drink to end a long day, or maybe to start your vacation right? Gubba Rum is here to let you kick back and do just that. Inspired by a technique that dates back to the 1800s, these artisanal, organic, and naturally infused rums are made from pure cane and the finest fruits, spices, and herbs the world has to offer. Gubba Silver is infused with naturally shredded coconut, and Gubba Gold is infused with real vanilla bean. Simply shake and enjoy. Visit gubbarum.com to find the nearest location a buyer enjoy. All establishments have personally reviewed and enjoyed firsthand the wicked smoothness of Gubba Rum. 35% ABV and 70 proof. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth. Planning for the future should not be painful and needs to be discussed. From health, family, finances, allow qualified professionals to aid in your planning. Luhu Advisors have been serving South Florida for over 30 years. A licensed real estate broker, insurance agent, assisted living administrator, and certified senior advisor, Paul Solomon is the most qualified and well-rounded advisor for any task. Specializing in real estate, long-term care, life insurance and annuities, Social Security, government benefits, and senior housing. Luhu Advisors. Let us help you. Welcome to Sunshine Senior Solutions, a trusted medical supply company that puts patients first, offering quality home medical equipment and supplies. Sunshine Senior Solutions is here to help simplify the lives of patients, caregivers, and their families. From canes and crutches to diabetic glucose monitors, your health, safety, and comfort is our #1 priority. Call or visit our website, Sunshine Senior Solutions, bringing the heart back to healthcare.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard & Cattell Attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard & Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Lady Ashley and this is my husband, Big John.
The muscle behind the hustle.
We are the creators of this very unique party planning business, Lady Ashley Party Planning. We are known for all the details. We specialize in gorgeous balloon decor, floral displays, and handle all of your party planning needs from A to Z.
Please feel free to visit our website at ladyashleypartyplanning.com. Our email is abpartyplanning@yahoo.com, and our phone number is 561-542-2296.
Cool, calm, collected. Needing a drink to end a long day, or maybe to start your vacation right? Gubba Rum is here to let you kick back and do just that. Inspired by a technique that dates back to the 1800s, these artisanal, organic, and naturally infused rums are made from pure cane and the finest fruits, spices, and herbs the world has to offer. Gubba Silver is infused with naturally shredded coconut, and Gubba Gold is infused with real vanilla bean. Simply shake and enjoy. Visit gubbarum.com to find the nearest location to buy or enjoy. All establishments have personally reviewed and enjoyed firsthand the wicked smoothness of Gubba Rum. 35% ABV and 70 proof. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Live from Boca Raton, it's Legacy Live.
It's from the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Let's go.
Man, it's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. I hear you. And your words melt everyone, but you stay so cool. My muñequita, my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa, you're my reason for reason, the step in my groove. And if you said this life ain't good enough, I would give my world to lift you up. I could change my life to better suit your mood. 'Cause you're so smooth.
And it's just like the ocean under the moon.
Well, it's
The same as the emotion that I get from you.
You got the kind of loving that can be so smooth. Yeah, give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. I tell you one thing, if you would leave, it'd be a crying shame. In every breath and every word, I hear your name calling me out. Out from the barrio, you hear my rhythm on the radio. You feel the turning of the world, so soft and slow, turning you round and round and round. And if you said this life ain't good enough, I would give my world to lift you up. I could change my life to better suit your mood. 'Cause you're so smooth. And it's just like the ocean
Under the moon. It's the same as the emotion that I get from you. Not the kind of loving that can be
like
so
the kind of loving, be so smooth. Yeah, give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. Just like the ocean under the moon. Well, it's the same as the emotion that I get from you. Got the kind of loving that can be so smooth. Yeah, give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. Let's forget about it. Or
supposed to
Forget about it.
It's supposed to
Forget about it.
It's
Well,
supposed
let's
to
forget about it.
It's supposed to forget about it. It's supposed to forget about it. It's supposed to forget about it. It's supposed to forget about it. It's supposed to forget about it. It's supposed to forget about it.
Forget about it.
Very nice. We're going to give them a little bit of break, have some water. We're going to chit-chat with Eileen Lemelman. All starts with you. Jeffrey's kind of hanging out, enjoying his Friday afternoon. Eileen, amazing job today.
Thank you. It was a great show.
And I have to just tell you that shirt is awesome. Freddie, that's from the merch store. Eileen's shirt.
I know that. I've been asking her to wear it for about 10 weeks.
I love that shirt.
I know, it's so fun, and you know, it's pretty. I love it. Oop.
It is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun wearing it, and I hope people will go to the merch store and get it because, listen, it all starts with you, right?
It all starts with you. And your show gets better and better. You were hopping today.
I was all over the place, and I was so excited to bring these two amazing women together. One is an author. She wrote some books, and the other is...
Hold on 1 second. Can you mute those mics,
Can you mute
please?
the mics, please?
Thank you.
Yeah, that happened during my show, too. Something happened, and got to go with it. Love live.
You guys got to go with it.
Yep, you got to go with it.
Beauty of live TV.
Exactly.
They were amazing because you would never think of putting those two guests together.
I know. And, you know, but basically the bottom line to both of these messages is that we have to really find ways to take care of ourselves, either through, you know, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in nature, in the environment. We have to find ways to take care of ourselves. And we have to worry about each other while we're doing it, because that's really important to be in community. You know, that's one of my main pillars of my mission is to get community, to get a platform for people to gather and feel connected.
How is that going? You've got new bags and new merch, and everyone gets a mug, and I'm just watching you grow and grow.
I am growing and growing. Every week I have a new sponsor coming on board.
Wow.
And
You have another one?
For May, I have 2 new sponsors coming on.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. I'm so excited. I am so excited. We have 2 new sponsors coming on. One was Patty Shotwell.
Okay.
She's going to be a sponsor. And the other one, can't remember right off the head.
No,
right
she's
off
got
my
so
head.
many, she can't keep them straight anymore.
But you know what I have to really, really acknowledge and give a wink and a nod to you and Freddie was that you wouldn't let me give up on myself. I kept saying, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. How am I going to make this work? You said, stay the course. You have an important message. You have an important mission. Don't give up. And guess what? It is growing by leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds. And it's interesting because when we get a new client, we always say, give us 90 days. We really want to say, give us 6 months to a year. But if we had said that to you, you would have panicked and gone, I can't make that commitment. So we asked for 90 days, but 90 days is just getting your toe in the water.
It's true.
Because you're just starting to think, what do I like? What's my camera angle? What's my image? What's my message? And then 90 days is up.
Yeah, you know, I used to come to the show with printed out scripts, like pages and pages and pages. because I wasn't trusting in myself. I wasn't trusting in my message. I wasn't confident enough. And yet, I hung in there, and now I don't come with anything. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to talk about, which is truly, truly a little bit of a pivot for me, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and you're more comfortable, your clothes, you're just come authentically who you are. You're not worried about getting dressed up or dressed down. It's whatever you're in the mood to do that day.
Exactly.
Which is great.
Exactly. So, that has really helped me to transition. Just another pillar of my show is transitioning and transforming and stepping into my authentic self and being really, really excited about that.
You just had a birthday.
I did.
You call it a big birthday. I don't know what big is, but
It was big.
has that changed your outlook on things? We talked about this yesterday. Does a certain age change your outlook on what you want to do next?
For me, no.
That's what he said.
For me, no. I'm not even paying attention to the number, although it was a big number. It was a big
Not
number.
as big as mine.
But I am not paying attention to it because I have still so much life to live. I have so much purpose. I have so much excitement. I have so much creativity. I am just raring to go. This is literally a new book I'm writing, and nothing's going to stop me. And number definitely is not going to stop me.
No, you're just growing and going.
See, numbers are other people's perception. Like when you hit a certain number, people go, what? Ooh, what? I mean, I look at them and I say, and? It doesn't stop you. It makes you better at what you do the older you get, is what I found out.
It's so interesting because the Chinese determine and identify age as wisdom. Americans, or the Northerners, or what are we? We're the Westerners. We're the Westerners. We identify age as like irrelevant, or we're over the hill, or there's no importance anymore. But we have so much wisdom to give. Sometimes I'll tell my kids, hey, listen, because they have young kids, maybe you should try that. They don't necessarily want to hear me, but I look at my husband and say, we have been through a few things. We might know a few things. We do have some wisdom. So I want to bring that wisdom, but I want to bring it in a new way, in a way that's not old and stuffy and kind of not relevant. I'm bringing it in a very relevant way. You saw I had 2 younger women on my show today because they have a message for us all, and we can learn from each other. It doesn't matter about age.
That's true. That's what see, it's interesting because I don't even know who shows up today. I say to her, this person's coming on this day, and then it comes. But the stories that they bring is what I talk about. You take a look at Jeffrey, who has a rebirth, and he's busy, and he's throwing his hands up in the air because it's all coming at him at one time. And Jeffrey's older than all of us.
It's amazing
And
how
he's still doing it. Yeah.
pivoted and transformed and just, what I call repurposing your purpose. Taking what you've had, taking the experience, taking your knowledge, and then just really becoming something so fresh and new. And that's what repurposing your purpose is.
But you also did that, I want to say a few months ago, when you shut your physical office doors and you went remote. You repurposed your purpose and your message got bigger. I don't know how your message got bigger when you closed an office, but it did. Was it more freeing for you?
That is such a great point, Dawn. That's amazing that you really pointed that out, because what happens is when you begin to really step out of your comfort zone or give yourself permission to try something new, you actually create space for yourself. More space, and that's what I did. I created space to do the things that I really want to do.
I just want to get more of a close-up of you.
Oh, okay.
But that's what
What's up?
that's what I've seen. And suddenly you closed your office, and you have all these new sponsors coming forward and bigger messages. And I feel like you need an hour because by the time I sat down, you were done.
You know, my daughter was here with me for a little while. She was visiting. She's visiting from Texas. She's in Austin now. And I wanted her to see the studio because she's really been helping me a lot with editing, and she's great with communication and what I should say and shouldn't say, so I wanted her to come. But what I whispered to her after the show, I said, I think I need an hour. Because like you said, you know, there's so many guests that I want to get in, and half an hour is almost not enough. So we'll have to talk, my friends.
It's quick, but I'd love to talk to your daughter about Austin.
Oh, yes.
Did she go to school there?
No.
She just moved there.
They moved there. They moved there. They each got jobs because, you know, now it's very techy in Austin. It's now the new Silicon Valley. All these people from New York and California are moving to Austin. My son-in-law works for Google, and my daughter works for Facebook, and they are, big techie deals.
From
those
Austin?
two. In Austin.
Wow.
Everybody's going to Texas. Walt Disney World is moving to Texas.
Are they really?
Yeah, just to bite back at DeSantis. So they offer them everything they had here before DeSantis put his toe in the pool. And they offer them and say, come on down to Texas, it's better here.
Well,
They're
I
playing
hope so.
Monopoly now.
It's interesting. Aaron's sending, my son's getting married there next year in
Oh,
Austin.
in
So he's sending me
Austin?
different restaurants.
But
I'll
he
have to
lives
ask her.
here.
Oh, and they wanted to get married in Austin?
Uh-huh.
That's so
Dripping
interesting.
Springs.
Oh, okay. Well, there's like the hill country, they
That's
call
where
it.
they're getting married.
Yeah, and it's like all around Lake Travis, and I think we're going there this summer. We're going to rent a big house and do an Airbnb, and the whole family's going to go, and we're going to have a great time.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Airbnb
Airbnb. You're going to turn your house into an Airbnb
in Texas.
in Texas. But yeah, your message is amazing.
Thank you.
And I feel as if you're imparting your wisdom on your younger guests. You bring them in to impart their wisdom, but then I watch, they look up to you. You're this role model, and they said, I heard one of them say to you, you're going to be on that show too?
Yeah, right.
What's that
right.
feel like for you?
What does it feel like for me? Well, yes, I am definitely stepping into my leadership role. And I am, speaking, I'm leading, and I'm impacting. I'm really, really impacting a whole generation out there, young, a whole generation of older women, a whole generation of, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but but why not, right? We have to toot our horn. And so, yes, I feel like I am influential, and I'm impacting. I'm being very impactful as a leader now. It takes, for me, it took a lifetime to step into this role. It took a lifetime to step into this confidence. It took a lifetime to have a voice and to really encourage, inspire, and to promote young women, middle-aged women, and older women to step into their power.
But I think you inspire men as well. Nat, can you open up the camera shot and put Jeffrey in, because he has something to say? Where you are, just unzoom it. Or can someone help her? She doesn't know how to use this camera. Thanks.
The funny thing is that inspiration is called inspiration when you're good at something. And that's the part that drives me nuts. Because even if you're not good at something, but you try, eventually you get good at it. And that's when you say, oh, you inspire me. Meanwhile, when you fell on your butt the 27 times before you got there, what?
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say, the few months that Eileen and I have gotten to know each other a little bit, a couple of my artists have gone on your show. She has really grown. I mean, you mentioned about impact on men. Yeah, she's had an impact on me. She's given me a little bit of, every time I get a little down, she kind of pumps up. I listen to her and I
Oh my
get
goodness, that's
get
so
pumped up
wonderful to
again.
hear. Thank you so much, Jeffrey.
Well, I mean it. And you've come a long way, baby, as they say.
In
Okay?
a short time.
It's funny because when I met Jeffrey, we were all going through a hard time. There was no easy time. And we had to convince Eileen to come into the fray when things were tough. And we had to convince her. Now, I've known her from 5 years ago when you had that show. And I got upset because I said, I want you to do your show. And you brought in somebody else, and that somebody else took over the show. And it was goodbye. And it didn't work. But it goes to show you, you're not the only one that gets down. You know, when we were at the movie theater, I was feeling like things were beginning to change again and again. And it's always been the relationships that you bring in here. Looking in the eyes of the producers as well. And you got to keep that face going. And you got to keep it going. Even when you have mistakes, even when you're not perfect. Streaming is not meant to be a perfect science. That's why NBC, ABC, that's why they get all those large dollars to give you 26 minutes.
Fine.
Not this.
Yeah.
I think it's 26 now. But the bottom line is, they see you've come a long way. I see you just caught up. Because you were this person when I first met you. And I begged you, come on, don't quit. Let's go. Let's do this. And now, 1 turns to 2, 2 turns to 4. You're rocking and rolling. He sends me a picture saying, throwing his hands up in the air. There's just so many things going on in one time. And it's going to get bigger.
Yes, yes.
And you got to be ready for bigger.
Well, you know, it's interesting because Sandy Schwartz, the author that was here today, after the show, she said to me, thank you so much for making me step out of my comfort zone. I don't do these kinds of things. I don't usually, appear in public, and definitely not on a show. But she said, I loved it, and thank you so much for doing that. So, it's also about having belief in others. It's also about holding other people's hands and really encouraging them to say, you have a message, you have a voice, you have something important to share. Come on the show, let's talk about it, and let's get it out there. And she was so happy.
And we did a little something different with Eileen today. She was going to have 2 people sitting like you guys are, and I said, I don't want to do that. I want to stir the drink. So we moved her around a little bit. Next time it'll be 3 different spots and move you around as well. And I was going to have you do a promo for your shirt live, where you stand up there. Now, they've done it. They've gone up there and say, somebody in here says, this is Gubba drinking goodbye. That's okay. And other people have said, this is what you do with this product. But you're wearing a product right now. You're a billboard. And it's important that you tell people, listen, this is what I'm wearing. I'm a billboard today as well. Bailey made this. And I tell everybody that I go to, they say, what is that? And I explain it. So that's all part of the growth thing that we're going through right now. When you do your concerts, I would like to stream at all your concerts. I would like to put a pay-per-view on the concerts, because you can only fit a certain amount of people in these places. And I went to one of Jeffrey's and it was sold out. He saved me a seat, but it was sold out.
Of course
And I think that the game is changing, and it isn't about accepting the change. It's about, what do you do with it? How do you take advantage of it? We've been in the dark for such a long time that if people want to come to these deals, people want to come into the studio, bring them in. That's the difference now, is how you take advantage of the change, not the change take advantage of you.
I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. Because things are going to always change. I mean, yes, the past 2 years have been drastic changes. Absolutely. But, that's what life is. It's about it's not the changes. It's not controlling the changes. It's not hoping that we don't have changes, because that's not realistic. It's how do we adapt to the change? How do we have a mindset about the change? How can we turn the change into an opportunity rather than a roadblock?
That's right.
And I've watched you grow and closing your physical office and doing this from home. COVID definitely had some positive outcomes for people. There were definitely huge negatives and roadblocks. But for those of us fortunate enough to have survived it and continue to do what we're passionate and love, it's given us, I think, a new perspective on what's important and how to share your message. So you cut your overhead, but now it gives you more. You cut your overhead so you could put more into this, and look, now the sponsors came. So now you don't even have to put more into this because you have sponsors. So you never know what God has to offer unless you open up your mind. And Jeffrey, you're busier than ever.
That's true.
It's so amazing, and having Kendra at a synagogue, who would ever have thunk that one was going to happen? But that is hilarious all in
That's going to be a first, okay?
That I got to tell you.
That's going to be a first.
I'm going to go. 'Cause
But-
I have to see her there.
No, I'm definitely going. This is an adventure you don't want to miss. Now, the other thing is that your sponsors also are going to become contagious, and other people will join the fray. You did a great show here with the lady from Bitcoin.
I actually want to invite Eileen to that on Wednesday.
That's right, and that's right, you should invite everybody who has a mom who's coming on Wednesday. You want to bring your mom? We're going to hold an early Mother's Day here on Wednesday afternoon from 11 to 1.
WEMP Wednesday. It's Women Empowerment Wednesday.
And we held a show where this lady, she lost tons of money in the stock market. And you know how she lost it? She used to be a day trader. And she got up and went to the bathroom. And when she came back, she was down 25 large. Just by going to the bathroom. She said, this isn't for me. I can't do this. So she studied, she invested, she studied. And now she's a somebody. Now everybody wants to be with her. She was talking to me. She says, I have friends I haven't heard of. When I went belly up, nobody wanted to be my friend. And today, I got to put steel doors on the door so they don't come through the house. You see, it isn't about when it's always good. It's about what it is. And you take bad and you make it good. And you make it work for you. Find a way. Make a way. And then make it work. And then make it better. Don't sit just because you're on top. You're good. You got 2. Now you need 4. And from 4, I'm going to tell you, let's get 8. And from a half hour, we're going to go from an hour to maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And you keep pushing. You keep pushing. He doesn't stop. How old are you? 70, 107?
I'm not that old yet.
But you don't stop. You don't stop, Jeffrey.
Well,
you are, I look at you and I say, this guy keeps going. He doesn't stop. And you find a way. And we got through the dark ages. So now, God bless. I hope you get everything you deserve and more, because you really put up with it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Everyone, just to watch things open up and for us to be out on the road again. We haven't been out for 2 years, and now we're out every week. At least 1 to 2 days a week shooting commercials. And now people come by and say, you're never here. You just got to call and text us before you come. Where are you? We're there. We didn't have an appointment. So the fortunate thing is things are opening up and people are gracious. We've got Ken Bieberman joining us and a new amazing artist joining our studio. Wait till you see the pop art that he does. It is spectacular. Art Deco, color blocking, and some new artists, some new stores that we're working with. A lot of great things happening.
That's right. And
That
we'll share
Art
with everybody.
Deco stuff that he does, he ought to be looking into the Art Deco weekend on Miami Beach that
He
they're all
said
over
he
here.
had done that before.
Has
He
done it?
actually controlled Art Deco on the beach for 3 years. And he was telling us about that. But now he's moved on because he's at the Vatican. He's out in New York City at the Art Museum out there and in the Hamptons.
He's in the Hamptons.
He's all over the place. He says he has been so blessed with what's gone on that when you talk to him, he sits down and he holds on to the chair because he can't believe everything that's happening to him, which is fantastic. It's great. Nobody deserves it better than him.
It's really interesting. He told us this story, and we're getting ready to go to commercial break. He grew up in a small island off the coast of Georgia. He said a Jewish white boy who liked the arts off the coast of Georgia in the 60s. He said he was bullied more than the blacks, mainland Georgia. He said so he was finally able to get away and do what he does, but he said this is why he does what he does, to give a voice and to come out of the bullying. I mean, things you don't think, people's lives, the stories that people have that you don't know until you ask, right? We knew him, but we didn't know him. We knew him as an artist. And we sat down with him last weekend, and he told us his stories, and he said he was treated worse than the people in Brunswick, Georgia treated the blacks in the 60s. Because he was always eccentric. He was always an artist, and he's a musician, and he paints, and he's an artist. He's like
very
Andy
good.
Warhol-ish.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my
Yeah,
new-
that's a whole other subject about, when
Judgment.
judgment, and when you present different than, what you should be, especially in the environment you live. You know, people are afraid of different. People are afraid of, you know, somebody that's maybe creative or a different religion, a different color, whatever it is. That's what prejudice comes out of, fear. That's what bullying comes out of, fear, when they're afraid of themselves.
Yeah. So it's nice that we get to give everyone a voice. Monday, that shoot was confirmed. We're going to go meeting with the Parkinson's Foundation and a choir that they're working with, because everyone has a voice, no matter what it is. And they're working with Parkinson's patients and singing.
Where are we going?
We're actually going to Temple Bethel Monday afternoon to check that out.
I didn't even know I was going there, but okay.
Yes. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to set some more music up. We're going to run an extra rack of commercials to get our sound right, do what we need to do to get this going. Hopefully you'll be staying with us for a little bit.
I am.
Give us a call, 888-9944-995 Studio A. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky has a wide range of art, from abstracts to mosaic tapestries, and she paints on different surfaces, such as reverse painting on glass, tables, wall hangings, and sculptures. Her work can be ordered online at amyreshevsky.com, or you can come in and see it in real time at the Brooklyn Cafe Art Gallery. She also does commission work, so if you have an idea in mind, she can make it a reality. She invites you to reach out to her at Facebook or at email at amyreshevsky@gmail.com. That's amyreshevsky@gmail.com. Have an artful day. Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Hi everyone, I'm Alana and I am standing in J&D Cakes over off of Federal Highway by Meisner Park in Boca Raton. And wow, does it smell delicious in here. Owned by Joel Basco and Daniela Borquez, they are the ones in the business as far as cakes. From weddings and birthdays, special events, holidays, novelty, and known for their sculpture cakes, you have to check them out. If they look familiar to you, you may have seen them as they were featured on Cake Hunters. They were the winner of Food Network's Cake Wars, as well as returners and finalists on their Champs episode.
Hi, I'm Joel and welcome to J&D Cakes of Boca Raton. We're right across Meisner Park and we're open from Tuesday to Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So come by if you can. If you want to order from us, please call us at 561-569-1860.
Breathing through my troubles, trying to be smart, living with another, passion in my heart, partners come and go, always with a
Providing music you will enjoy. JM Production performers will brighten up your stage. Condominiums and residential communities, nightclubs and restaurants that want to provide top quality singers and entertainers for their social events, banquets, celebrations, and their customers use JM Productions to ensure that they have an uplifting and beautiful event. Now, tune in for the show.
Have you been injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or through the negligence of another? The lawyers at Shane M. Farnsworth, PA have over 40 years of combined experience representing injured individuals and their families. Call us today at 561-272-8337 for a free case evaluation and the answers to your legal questions. Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault? Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. Contact us now to learn about your options and to protect your rights.
Attention Florida residents. Is constant water damage from the elements putting holes in your pipes and your wallet? We cut the cost when disaster strikes. You deserve to have your house be a home again. At Triumph, we get you paid the most for your insurance claims. Broken pipes, water damage, and mold? Triumph Consulting covers it all. Call our offices now to qualify for a free house inspection at 954-669-4935 or visit www.wegetYouPaid.com.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Here at the Brooklyn Cafe, our subjects range from hot topics, feel-good stories, and back-in-the-day nostalgia. With guest personalities and business features, you just never know who you'll see on the show. With our brew crew on set, we always air live to inspire, educate, and create. Make it a date and have a day at the cafe. Join Dawn and Freddie every weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. and for lunch every weekday from 12 to 2. Amplify your voice. Call us at 866-224-5422 or visit our website at brooklyncafe.tv.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Hi, I'm Dr. Hillary Taylor at drthc.net. I have my doctorate in clinical psychology and now practice as a certified life coach. At Dr. Taylor's Holistic Community, we will work together using a holistic approach to improve and maintain your wellness and take the first steps towards creating the life that you want, need, and deserve. Call me today at 1-833-552-4442. And remember, drthc.net.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie Ashley.
Like a flower waiting to bloom, like a light bulb in a dark room. I'm just sitting here waiting for you to come on home and turn me on. Like the desert, waiting for the rain, and like a school kid, waiting for the spring. I'm just sitting here waiting for you to come on home and turn me on. Poor heart, it's been so dark since you've been gone. After all, you're the one who turns me off. You're the only one who can turn me back on. My high fire's waiting for a new tune. glasses waiting for some fresh ice cubes. I'm just sitting here waiting for you to come on home and turn me on. Turn me on.
Very nice.
And that is it's Legacy joining us. So, Carol, you have a mic over there, a handheld?
Yes.
Let's get her a handheld and let's have a little chit chat with them. And nice job.
Here I am. Thank you very much. I love Nora Jones. I just love the way she sings.
How long have you
And
been singing?
really, this is kind of new for me. It's only in the last 3 or 4 years. I used to do theater when I lived in Pittsburgh. I was in musicals, but I never considered myself a singer. And then all of a sudden, here in Florida, I happened to meet people that sang, and I tried it out, and I realized I could do it.
What did you do before you began singing?
I was a dental hygienist.
Oh, okay. Totally changed of
So it's
career.
totally
See?
different.
Total change. How do you enjoy the entertainment industry?
I love it. I love it. Ever since I was a little girl, for some reason, even though I was shy, I like to get up on the stage. So
And where
I'm
are
very
you
happy.
performing your gigs?
Where?
Where?
We've been in a few local clubs here in Florida, Nels Way. We've been at the Diamond Club. We've been at a few JCCs and assisted living places and
Very
a
nice.
private party.
And how are you enjoying Florida?
I love it. I love it. I
And
love
you
the
two
fresh
came
air.
Together as a group. You have a third?
We do. She couldn't make it today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys have both been performing together for the past few years?
Yes.
Very nice. Marty, have you always been in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, basically. I was always a songwriter and wrote songs, and some of them have been played on the radio. I was lucky. Just lucky, that's all.
Like which ones have?
We Are America. It was on a different station.
Very nice.
Yeah, and I wrote that song after 9/11. I couldn't sleep, and it just came to me in one shot, you know. Haven't written anything since. It's hard. I can't control it. It just comes, you know. But I've got about, I don't know how many songs in a drawer that I've never done anything with, and hopefully someday I will, you know.
Definitely. It's time to, as Eileen says, have your voice be heard.
Yeah, that would be nice.
You've been performing on and off, or this is always what you did?
Well, after COVID, we slowed down a lot,
Okay.
you know, because everybody did, and the venues were not there. But before that, we were busy almost every day. You know,
Fantastic. And
5 days a week. And I retired from being an optician, but I always had a job doing the, you know, the singing and the music. That was always on the back burner, so it wasn't such a bad transition to go from one to the other. It was just that it is what it is, you know.
And what are you looking to do next?
Well, we figured after we get known, we'll start to work on our original stuff and get a. We're already actually getting a group behind us, a band, a live band, and that's what we want to transition. That's the goal, you know, to sing with a live group who's played and for very famous people.
Mary Lynn is writing in, Jeffrey. She said she loves the show so far, but she's got things to do. She will watch the rest of it later.
Oh, is that what she said?
That's what she wrote in.
Oh, okay.
She said she's enjoying it, have a great weekend, and she will tune in later for the rest of it.
You see, she laughs because you were on the show. No, I'm only kidding.
Well, I told her, since they're fairly new, and this is the first time actually doing anything under JM, I said, if you get a chance, tune in from work. So
What does she do?
she is the administrative assistant to the president at Pan American Tool, which manufactures cutting tools in the aviation industry all over the world.
Oh, well.
They have airlines all over the world. So these are cutting tools that they need to repair aircraft. So it's a family-owned company, but it's over $1 million company.
How did you meet its legacy?
Well, we met over on the internet, actually. I put an ad out and on LinkedIn, actually, and that's how we met.
Yeah.
Where are you looking to place them? Sorry.
Well, as I said, they're scheduled to open at Cape Cabaret on the 12th of May. And as I said, a lot of the work has to be done, prior. In the meantime, we'll fill in with restaurant gigs and such as that where they played in the past. But we have to do some new videos, and I mean, it's going to be a work in progress for a little while. Rebranding and everything else.
Takes time.
Yeah, you got to learn to dance together. Everything at the beginning is an adjustment.
Natalie.
Well, that's why we got Jeff. I'm a lousy salesman, you know.
Well, he's very good at what he does. Were they at the place when I saw the Rhythm Chicks?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
Because I can
we'll be
remember.
there, by the way.
No, you were at the Rhythm Chicks.
We're
Cocoa
going this
Woods.
Saturday.
Oh, you're going to be there
Yeah.
Saturday.
But I think I remember seeing her there.
Yes.
Yeah, Carol was there
Yeah.
Yes.
because she's friends with Donna Shelley, who was the head of the Rhythm Chicks.
Nice woman.
They've been friends for years.
Yeah.
They like to. There's actually a three musketeer group. There's Carol, Donna Shelley, and Janice Sass.
Pretty much.
And they're like the three musketeers. Where one is, the other is. So it's like.
Yeah. My friend Janice. I hope you're watching, Janice.
Janice, we met Janice a long time ago.
Yeah.
I met her at a club where Carmen Medina was singing.
You met her? Really? You never told me that.
Yeah.
When you meet Janice,
came
you'll
up to
never
the
forget
gallery
her.
At one point, years ago.
If you meet Janice, you won't forget her.
You've met her.
See that?
If I showed you who she was, you would go, oh, yeah, I know Janice. She does a lot of the event planning with that other guy that wanted you to
she's
come in and
working.
do a vendor fair, and we were going to go, and he gave you the whole vendor list.
Yeah.
You know who I mean, that guy.
I have no idea
You
what
have
you're
to
talking
know because you know.
I don't even know me sometimes.
But yeah, Janice does a lot of, she used to host a lot of big parties and networking
Yes.
groups for different demographic age.
Janice, wherever the Rhythm Chicks are, they're there. I mean, they're part of the little groupie group that's
Yes.
part of the Rhythm Chicks followers.
Now, you're putting people in different venues. Do you see the venues getting more and more people coming out?
Yes.
And it's better for the restaurants, because I know you do restaurant, you do everything. And I'm pretty sure the restaurants and the people at the venues you're talking to are very happy because the numbers, have they made adjustments to accommodate more people?
Well, at the venue area, the larger venues like Kings Point, Century Villages, those theaters are 1,100-seat theaters, the big communities, Wynmore, Township of Coconut Creek. And now the attendance for the shows are about 60 to 70% full. There's some that are 100% sold out, but on the average, you have like 60 or 70%. So if you get 600 or 700 and 1,100 seat theater, that's better than it's been when you had 100, you know? So people are, I think they're getting back to normal and realizing, you know, we're having to deal with the COVID, whether you're going to get boosters every 6 months or whatever, it's going to be with us. There's going to be variances, and people are tired of staying in, and they're going out. If you look at the restaurants, they're jammed to the gills. Arenas where the sports teams are playing, they're full. And the places like the Wick Theater, Drama Works, all Zoetic Stage, all of the theaters that are doing musical theater, they're pretty well full now for ticket sales.
You know, I saw the NFL draft last night at 8 o'clock, and they held it in Vegas, at the Vegas Stadium, the new Vegas Stadium.
Right.
And there were so many people there, it spilled out into the parking lot. It was 150,000 people there.
Wow.
It was nuts. Wow. They had them everywhere. You looked up and they were in the banisters, they were on the roof, there was people everywhere. And this is a sports venue, so they're just electing who they're going to put on their teams. And It's just a draft, 32, 3-hour gig. They make $1 billion because everybody buys shirts and caps and hats and this and that. No singing groups, right? They had a band there that played in between the picks. 150,000 people. Nobody wanted to go home. Nobody left till 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's crazy, right?
So the venues are filling. It's what you do with the venue. NFL, I got to tell you, they are the smartest people I have ever seen in my life. They didn't shut it down after the thing. They have the draft again tonight and tomorrow. And they kept selling merchandise. There were trucks that were coming in because they were being sold out. Unbelievable situation. And that's how you make things go. I can see, because now you're on the West Coast, and I have to talk to you because we may have something on the North Coast up in Melbourne.
You told me something this morning about really the West Coast of the United States.
That's a different gig, yes. That's hopefully in August we're going to be going to San Francisco, but I'm not allowed to talk about that yet. But
nobody heard that.
In Melbourne, south of Jojo, there's a venue up there that hosts about 300 people, and he wants to talk to us because he's watching what you're doing. He's watching the numbers, and we're talking about it and things of that nature. So more's
going
coming.
there this weekend?
I may be going there this weekend.
You had a busy weekend.
I got a lot of places to go.
Yeah. But it's good to be busy. It is good to be busy.
And the entertainment is fantastic. I know the Rhythm Chicks are going to be on Saturday. I got something to do earlier in the day. I got something to do Sunday.
I have Steve Leeds, the Tony Bennett guy, is doing a show on the West Coast of Florida a week from tomorrow. He's doing his 90-minute Tony Bennett show. We've got him booked over there with the Lady Gaga Tony Bennett show. Peter Salzer, who does George Burns, he's doing 2 gigs over there in the fall of this year and into 23 with Holly Farris, and it's called George's Girls, and it's Holly's going to be doing Gracie Allen, Lucille Ball, and Carol Channing, and then Peter will do George Burns. So that's been written, and that's selling, and just keep it on, keep it on.
Yeah, you built it, they will come.
We've got JC is up in New York right now, doing a few gigs, and it should be back. And Lou Villano, who I don't think you've had here yet, who does Paul Anka.
Did we have Lou?
Lou,
yeah, no, we had Lou.
We had Lou through JoJo at the diner.
Yeah, Lou is finishing up the Century Village group right now, and then but he's gotten some bookings up in Boston area and the Catskills.
I need a singer for Wednesday at 12 to 1.
12 to 1? Where, here or at the other station?
She's in New York.
Here?
Yeah, she. What she said?
She said she's working on it.
Okay. Maybe I don't. Apparently somebody here has inside trader information.
Inside trader information. But yes, a singer would be great. Because you know what? The more the better. And we don't have to
Well,
stop
I don't
anymore.
know.
We can keep going.
I'm hearing about it first time, so I don't know.
Because we just decided on it yesterday.
Me too.
Oh.
Because yesterday we had Bree
It's
was
what
on
you
set.
call communication,
We don't.
guys.
I show up and I go,
Let
okay.
me teach you a little bit.
You know.
But this is how we communicate. It's like,
The left hand has to know what the right hand's doing.
No, not necessarily. She has a gig going on Wednesday. We're going to be on radio from 11 to 12 and then 12 to 1. It's all systems go. And you come in and you see a singer, right? You say, how you doing? And make it happen.
Well, Mother's Day just happened yesterday because we had Bree on the set and we had Dr. Taylor on the set, and we ended up talking about our moms. And I said, you know what? Everyone loves their moms, and moms love their kids. So we thought, let's honor our moms. And she's heading back to Okeechobee County next week, and Sabrina's moving on. And before some of our summer kids leave for a little bit, we thought let's honor our moms ahead of time. And Wednesday happens to be WEMP Wednesday, so we're talking cryptocurrency, WEMP, which is a Women Empowerment Crypto Token. So they have a segment with us now every Wednesday, and we now accept WEMP for payment. So they paid us in crypto. So we get to watch all of that, which is really, it's a whole nother thing for you, Eileen, is women in finance.
I know.
Which is really exciting. So maybe
Is
JC
that
will be
what
here, maybe you
crypto
or
is?
someone else. I'm sorry?
Is that what it is, crypto?
It's money.
Cryptocurrency. Like Bitcoin, but a different token, a different coin.
Oh.
People have a lot of crypto. They pay you. You can turn it into cash. Or you can hold on to it and watch it grow or fall, whichever.
So it's a new segment that we do on Wednesdays, and it's all about women empowerment. So we're bringing our moms in, or your kids, or whoever. I see who we got coming in.
I don't know about you, but anytime we talk or anybody tries to explain anything about finance to me, I get this glazed look.
She's shaking her head. She was here.
And I just don't get it. It's not in my wheelhouse. It's not in my DNA. It's like, yeah, talk about feelings. I'm all there. But talk about finance. So anytime, if they can explain it to me in a way that I can understand it, I'd be so grateful. I'd be
Well-
so happy.
So come Wednesday.
I still haven't figured out what Bitcoin is. You know, I don't, you know, I just know the term, but I don't know what it means or how it works.
If I were to tell you that that painting is worth $1, and we can all buy a piece of this painting
That's an NFT, though.
for 10 cents. So
Yeah.
now we own a percentage of the painting. If the artist sells the painting and doubles the money, goes to $2, then you make twice whatever your investment was. That's an NFT. If you purchase it using a Bitcoin, it's nothing different than this is $1, and today it goes up to $1.10. Same Bitcoin, it's a coin. Tomorrow if it goes, it's like the stock market, except it doesn't have any regulation. Nobody tells you that you can pay more or less. Now you got to pay capital gains, so it's almost like the stock market. But it's a long-term investment that it's ground floor, and everybody's jumping on this. So if we had done this 10 years ago, 10 years? If we had bought Bitcoin 10 years ago, all of us, we wouldn't be here right now. We'd be on some beach somewhere.
It was at $12 a share, I think, when it came to us.
12 cents, it was 12,
And now I think
what else?
40,000 a coin. It was at $12 a coin. Now it's at 40,000 a coin.
And it used to be 62,000.
If we
So
had
if
bought
you
it then.
sold it from $12, you know how to add 1 and 1, right? Take 62 and subtract 12. And for every Bitcoin you got into, that's what they paid you. So it's like 40 cents and $1. If you got $1 million, it's $4 million. You wouldn't be standing here if you made $4 million, $12 million. You'd be somewhere else.
Yeah,
Except
I'd
for
be
her, 'cause she's-
retired. There would be no more JM, I'll tell you
So
that.
it just goes to tell you, remember the debit card? I love using this example. Remember the debit card when it first came out? You remember. I don't know if you remember. I was 22 when the debit card came out. And nobody told me that a debit card could do what it does today. I laughed. And look at it now. And people bought into the debit card. You made $1 million if you bought into a debit card. And now everybody gets it for free, right? It's the same difference. It's a different way of doing business. Your shirt can be a
NFT.
But now there's a new coin other than
There's
Bitcoin?
all kinds of new coins. This has a new women's coin. There's a lot of different cryptocurrencies, different wallets, different everything.
The difference here is that this particular coin that we're talking about is all about women. So you got 100 women, 1,000 women, and they decide what to invest in for the coin. So let's say that you want to borrow $100,000 worth of Bitcoin to up your show. They will bring you the investors. So all of a sudden you have a backing in crypto. How much is it? So we invested into purchase. We're up $125 in less than since Wednesday, and we haven't done anything. $125. What's the return on that? Right?
Pretty good.
So they give you the money, and people buy
They
in.
haven't taught us how to sell it yet. So they taught us how to buy it, but so we're going to sit and watch it. But it's pretty exciting.
Watching it grow is always exciting. Watching it fall, not so much.
But it's kind of cool.
But where do you go to an investor to get the Bitcoin?
We're going to hook you. Come Wednesday, we'll hook you up right here. It's a wallet.
Bring Mary Lynn.
It's a wallet. Now, I got to tell you something. You got to bring your wife because you forget things. There is a passcode they give you. That's the only way to get into your wallet. You lose it, you're done. If you forget where it is, you're done. If somebody steals it, they own the wallet. That's the only drawback with this crypto. So if you saw James Bond, remember he was going after the guy with all those wallets that were worth hundreds of billions of dollars? That's true life. Those are wallets. But the nice thing about doing stuff in crypto is that it gives you an opportunity to bring in cash without giving away something. Your house. You can actually sell interest in your house to different investors. You get the cash, and when you sell it, everybody settles up.
So I have a question. Let's say, for instance,
Oh my goodness.
let's say, for instance, my other business, From the Page to the Stage. Okay, we have a show called The Borscht Belt Bistro.
Okay.
2-hour musical. All right, to put the musical on, because it's all been written and done, just hadn't been done yet. We need investors of $200,000.
Okay, so you got to raise $200,000.
Yeah. Can you do it through this way?
The
or
first thing, if we go to WIMP, you got to give it to a woman to represent. So maybe
You
your
don't
wife.
have to. You can fractionalize NFT it.
Well, let's stick with the coin. So let's say that your wife comes to WIMP and she makes a business proposition and says, this is what I need, $200,000. WIMP will put up $200,000 worth of Bitcoin,
WIMP coin.
WIMP coin. So they are able to buy whatever you need at $200,000. Now you have to make a deal for people to accept it.
Well, normally when you have an investor, you know, the first money that profit is made goes back to the investor.
Yes, but that's cash.
Right.
This is not cash. This is a coin that, let's say.
Yeah, but how do you pay your?
So the money goes into your wallet, and some wallets have, for example, a debit card. God bless you. And then you pay just like you would a debit card. It's like cash on the card.
But they are taking the Bitcoin, and if they convert it to cash, that's on them. If they hold on to it and it goes up, then they just made more money. Like we didn't convert this Bitcoin with $600 worth of Bitcoin. Now it's $725. If we cash it today, we made $125 in a week. Now there ain't no bank in the world that's going to give you that kind of interest.
I understand, of course
right?
not. Yeah.
So if you take the Bitcoin and you tell the people that you're doing the venue for, here's Bitcoin, crypto, cash it in, and you get your money. Done.
It's just like being married on air. Bitcoin, crypto, Bitcoin.
And you're
WAM,
done.
NFT,
But
crypto.
if they're smart and they hold on to it,
it's the red
they could
juice,
turn it
Carla.
into 600, they could turn it to 1,000. All of
Yeah,
a sudden,
of course.
you're
I
going to be
mean-
his best friend. You can also take out the profit, the 400, and keep the initial investment.
Yeah, in other words, similar to not touching the principal, but living off the interest, but not
That's right.
touching the principal.
Exactly.
Right.
It
It's
is
an
un-
investment vehicle.
Now,
That's
we are the
unregulated.
only.
We got to go to commercial and bring
Hold
Steve
on.
over.
Okay, we are the only company that I know of that has a show strictly on teaching you how to use crypto.
And
the
we got
currency.
paid in crypto,
And we got paid, so we put our money where our
which
mouth
is pretty
is.
cool. So we actually got payment in crypto for
So
that.
now you're going to watch everybody around the country is going to say, wait a minute, they're doing that, I want in. Because nobody's ever done this. Nobody's ever said, come into the show and learn how to buy and sell with crypto. On the air. And we're doing it on the radio.
Yep. So it'll be exciting. So come Wednesday.
Come Wednesday to
Look
learn.
at Jeffrey's face.
What's the matter? Did I lose you? Did I lose you?
You lost me a while back.
All right.
I'm
we're
like
gonna take-
Eileen when it comes to finances. Okay.
He and Eileen are together in the finance. We're going to take a commercial break. Yes, Wednesday we're doing WEMP Wednesday, Women Empowerment Token, Cryptocurrency Wednesday, and Mother's Day. And hopefully this one, because we're doing it, will be here with her mama from Okeechobee County. All right, so we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we got Steve Gubb hopefully joining us on a call as we get ready to start our Gubba weekend. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical.
Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions. Expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay, her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444. We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do.
Then hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
The Spa Facial by Maria has amazing facials, body treatments, and sugar body waxing for any special occasion. All our spa treatments have organic and natural ingredients concentrated just for your skin. We guarantee all natural products help you with that extra feeling of zen. The Spa Facial offers organic facials, foot detox, aromatherapy, manscaping, and face and body waxing. Call the Spa Facial for your spa appointment with Maria at 954-213-5034 or visit her website at thespafacial.info.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Gypsy woman told my mom before I was born, you got a boy child coming. Gonna be a son of a gun. Gonna make those willing women jump and shout. And the world wanna know what it's all about. You know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. Well, I'm your hoochie coochie man. Everybody knows that I'm here. On the 7th hour, on the 7th day, on the 7th month, 7 doctors say he was born for good luck, and that you'll see. I got $700, baby. Don't you mess with me. You know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. Well, I'm your hoochie coochie man. Everybody knows that I'm here. Gypsy woman told my mom, said, oh, what a boy. He's gonna make many women jump and shout for joy. You know I'm here. Everybody knows that I'm here. Well, I'm your hoochie coochie man, and everybody knows that I'm here. All right. Gypsy woman told my mom before I was born, you got a boy child coming. Gonna be a son of a gun. Gonna make those willing women jump and shout. And the world's gonna know what it's all about. You know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. Well, I'm your hoochie coochie man. Everybody knows that I'm here.
This portion of today's show is brought to you by Dubba Rum. It's wicked smooth.
Are back. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. That was Hoochie Coochie Man. Steve, are you the Hoochie Coochie Man?
If you want me to be the Hoochie Coochie Man, Dawn, I am your Hoochie Coochie Man. In fact, I got the hooch right here on the floor. Here's the hooch. And
You
you'll
got the
have to
hooch.
supply your own cooch. What can I tell you? I don't know.
Marty, that was awesome. Thank you so much. That was great. From
I don't
JM
want
Productions.
him
You
being-
want to be your hoochie coochie man?
No, I want him just to be the hooch, not the cooch.
He's got the hooch.
I don't want him
said
to be
I'm not-
cooch at all. He could be
I'm
hooch.
only in charge of the hooch. I got nothing to do with the second part.
That's
How do
right.
the second part? That's not
That's
me.
right.
I got it's all in the cafe.
Steve Gutter's in the house.
ladies. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, everywhere in your studio.
How are you doing? I
Yeah.
thought you were surreptitiously going to be here today, but you're not.
No, I was able to find somebody to do a great job and cover for me at the Wine and Spirits Festival last week. The event I was supposed to be doing tomorrow night, some circumstances changed and I'm unable to do it. I cannot even have anybody covering for me at that event. So there wasn't, I didn't have other than doing business, of course, I didn't have a real good reason to spend a lot of money to come down.
Okay. Well, glad to see you back in your son's room.
Yeah, well, we're actually, you know, I would never complain about your studio, Dawn. Come on.
That's why they call you the hoochie coochie man.
Oh,
Don't start that again now. Come on. The kitchen right now is being used for dinner preparation, so I have been relegated to the second floor.
The great
We have a
Francine
big-
said, Steve, upstairs.
Yeah, she said, "Get the hell out of here. Get out of my way." We have the family is coming over tonight, and we have some out of town guests. So we're excited. It'll be a lot of fun.
Very nice. Well, it is good to see you. What's happening? You had a great event I heard last weekend down in was it Coconut Grove or Coral Gables?
Coconut Grove. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a great turnout. It was a great event. So that was a fun event. I have been I have been mesmerized by your Bitcoin conversations over the last several days. I listened carefally.
You know the
Um,
coin very well.
He was an
No,
accountant.
No, he knows
No,
the
I
owner of the.
don't-
He knows the person who founded the WEMP token.
Steve, I think you need to give us a course.
Well, you know, there's always a skeptic somewhere, and I have to confess to being a bit skeptical of the crypto fad. Number one, anytime the government starts looking at it, I'm out of there. I don't want anything to do with it because, you know, cash is I'll tell you, cash is a really neat thing. If I go and buy something somewhere and I pay cash, never happened. I like that. And now we want to go to something that has a record of every time you moved and took a breath. That's nobody's business. I don't want that in the cloud or anywhere else. So, you know, it all depends on what you're looking for and what you want to do and how you want to conduct your
Will
business.
you accept crypto for a case of gubba?
If I can make a buck, I'll do anything.
You're not listening.
Yes.
Because it's worth, if they give you the value of it in crypto, it could go up, it could go down, but would you take it in?
Well, I have to look into that a little bit more, Freddie. You know, it's great to take it in. The question is, am I limited in what I can do with it? Because everybody on the planet doesn't take it yet. And
Right, but
until
you can cash it in, Steve.
Well, I know, but you know, right now the U.S. dollar is still the currency of the globe, and the Chinese yuan is not. The Russian ruble is going to disappear, and the euro, as great as it might be, is still behind us, and we have a minimum of $30 trillion in debt right now. So there's a lot to this, and I always get nervous when I listen to
There's
Lou
$30 trillion of debt in this bottle? Steve.
No, not
Steve,
almost.
You can sell this bottle for $20 crypto, and you can
Right.
cash it in right now for $20. There's nothing wrong with that. Or you could take what's behind curtain number 2, where you take that $20 crypto and you hold on to it and see if it grows. You take a shot. Now, I get to drink the gubba, you lose the gubba, but you have the crypto money. It's like what she did. She took in $600 in crypto. Today it's worth $725. Now, me, like you, I would cash it in today. Make
You wanted me to
$125.
cash it in on Wednesday, and I probably would have if I knew how to, but I didn't. So I guess that's a good thing. That's week 2. Week 1, you learn how to buy. This is the beauty of Jewish women in finance. Week 1, you buy. Week 2, you maybe return it, or maybe you keep it. Maybe you trade
have
it,
to
maybe
remember-
wear it for a couple more weeks, keep the tags on. You never know.
You have to remember one thing that the great Lou Costello, a great comedian, nobody knows. You guys know who he is. What he said in the movie Buck Privates, in the particular scene when they were at a crap game, he says to Abbott, "So let me see. So you could win or you could lose." And Abbott hits him in the head. But that's the problem. We're all talking about, oh, you can do this, you can buy it with this, and it goes up, and you cash out, It went. I think a month ago, it was a Bitcoin was at what, $50,000-$60,000, and then it lost about 30 or 40% of its value. And we don't hear a lot about that, but that's what happened. I think your guys Wednesday were talking about that. So I have this bit of skepticism in the back of my mind, because I remember about 20 years ago or 22 years ago buying Yahoo, watching it go up to $200 a share, and I bought it at about 20, and then watching it come crashing down. So things happen, and somebody will bring up the story of tulips in Holland 250 years ago, the great tulip expansion, and then that market crashed too. Everything crashes; it always happens. So you just have to be careful, and nobody talks about being careful.
You are the bearer of good tidings.
Listen.
Well, I'm sorry.
Everything crashes.
In 2006, the stock market went in the toilet. Okay?
Right.
And I was in the real estate game, and I had to sell everything just to get out. The market was, I think, in the clip was at, I think, 6,000. And it went down to 3,000. It's at 34,000. If you had stayed in the market through the bad times, today you'll be a millionaire. Multi-millionaire. The bottom line is really simple. You either stay short for a product, or you stay long, because you don't need that kind of money. If you're selling the Gova, and it goes up $125 for every dollar you put in there, you have to make a decision. But that decision is true about everything.
But you know what I just like about the concept? It gives us the opportunity to educate women in finance.
Not men.
You don't have
women.
And men.
Not men.
Well, look how much you've learned about it.
No, what I like about it is the other side of who owns the coin. Women. If you look on the news, everything is woman empowerment. Everything, correct? Everything is about woman empowerment. So if you back that horse right now, you're going to have more people wanting to invest in that than anything that a man is doing right now. It's just a fact.
But there's other coins. It's just, so when Eileen says she thinks of finance and goes like this, that's how I feel about my taxes. I go like this, and I take an extension. I deal with it in September. But this gives you an opportunity to get, she's laughing, fact. Gives you an opportunity to get educated and learn. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, at least you can have an educated conversation about it. You don't have to do it.
You're taking a risk, as Steve said.
So is coming in your car and coming here a risk.
Of course. But
now you own stock. I know it personally because your wife told me.
But you should only do it if
I
you
own
have,
stock?
Yeah. Well, she does anyway.
If you only
That's
have
a
the
risk.
funds that you can afford to risk. This does not mean take your food money, your rent money, your mortgage money,
That's
your
what I'm
housing
saying.
money, and invest it in that. They say if you have an extra 10 to 15% after your bills are paid, after your cash
Right.
fund is put away, then you can play with it, because then you have, if you win, great. If you don't, you can still survive.
Well, they always say that, when you're in the market, don't panic. It'll always come back, which it has, okay? I know for a fact, and my father, may rest in peace, when, I don't know how long you guys have been around, but when Lums first started, okay, you used to buy it at $1 a share.
Wow.
When it first came on the market. And my dad, in his infinite wisdom, bought a ton of Lum stock, okay, at $1.
Wow.
And look where it got,
They They have
after.
the best fried clams ever.
Well, yeah. The hot dog steamed in beer
Hot dog,
is what
yes, the
hot dog steamed in beer.
Fried clams. Yes,
Yeah,
that is where I
but
grew
but I'm saying the point is that you buy low and you just stay with it. It's like
But
with
that's
Metco.
true about everything. My father bought Coca-Cola in cans. In cans for 25 cents a share. And his brother made him sell it. 25 cents a share. My father, may he rest in peace, when I used to go see him in Puerto Rico, I used to bring him a can of Coke. And he says, are you going to continue to rub it in? My father would have been retired at the age of 48. But he didn't listen. He listened to his brother. And Coca-Cola in the cans, he says, you don't drink Coca-Cola out of a can, you drink it out of the bottle. I mean, they used to sell it in the bottles.
Can you imagine NFTing Gubba Rum?
Why? But I need Mr. Gubba to sort of see
Steve,
the
how
light.
many more labels do you have before we can recreate a label?
I'm
Yeah, how do
sorry,
we
say
get
that
rid of
again?
these?
If we want to recreate your label, we've got an artist that wants to redo your label.
You mean do a new label?
Yeah.
Well, we can have that up, but I'm actually working with a particular distributor to see if we can make a sale large enough to require new production. If so, then we're going to probably, maybe not, depending on how much time we have ahead of before we need to get into selling it. If we have time, we'll redo the label.
So I got two
And we
schools
have-
of thought. One is look at the picture between Jeffrey and Eileen.
Yeah.
And two is we have a new artist who saw your bottle of rum and said he would like to make a new label for you. So, food for thought.
Okay. Well, I'm always open to another label and changing the look. I mean, we've had this look now for for at least 4 years, maybe 5. And again, we have a potential. What we want, we would like to use for a new logo. It would even fit in that painting, I think. But that's we could always work
Wouldn't
on
that
that.
be kind of cool? Look how perfect that would go right in the middle of his Gubba Rum label.
What?
The picture next to Jeffrey.
We could do that in a hand painted bottle. How great would that be?
That'd be awesome. And I know the artist would
Hand-painted
love to
bottle.
do. And he would love to do. Then we can NFT it and sell it.
Hand-painted bottle.
How about like that? Like
Not
a
expensive,
like a
that'd be
signature edition.
Gubba cost me $50.
I'll send
Couple
you.
points?
Yeah, Freddie will send you information on some hand painted bottles to look at. And although each bottle, 6,000 bottles aren't going to be hand painted, we'll show you the design, the potential designs that I'd love to be able to do. Just have to make the right deal.
Wow.
Maybe what I'll do is I will buy Gubba from you and then take in Bitcoin. And we'll have a race to see who gets to wear first.
All right, let's get Kenny Love a mic because I know Kenny Love wants to say hello to you, Steve Gubb.
Kenny
I think
Love!
his mic's in the back slick on the white chair.
Love you.
My pal, Kenny Love.
How you doing, Kenny? I know you've got a great show coming today.
Amazing show today. You want me to use this one? So, Steve, love you. Dawn's right. In your kids' room.
Back
So-
at you, Kenny.
So, actually, changing the label to love, since you're Gubba Love, would spread the love of Gubba Rum, and your sales would explode.
If love is love is
the
always the
answer.
answer. Kenny.
Love is the answer to everything.
Well, that's
And then
the
what's
way
the
to
question?
go. We have to have the right question. That's right.
You put hearts all over the bottle, hearts all over the label. That's my background, graphic design and printing also. And you spread the love of Gubba Rum, so everybody loves Gubba Rum, and then it will explode.
I wonder, share the love. Who's got a share the love tagline? Come on and share the love. I can't think
Cole,
of it.
who has a share the love tagline?
I'll have to think about that. That's a great idea, Kenny. I like it.
So I request next time you come on the show that you have roses all around you and hearts all around you, so we can spread the love of Gubba Rum, because that doesn't represent Gubba Rum. Love does.
We'll have the brand ambassador women surrounding me. That's my dream come true, Kenny. Well, you always walk in with women on both arms. I walk in all alone. I'm very forlorn. But you are the man. So, but I'm going to take your advice and adopt that point of view. I love it.
I mean, you are pure love, and Gubba Rum is pure love. And to spread it, to have your room full of love, every time you come on the show, roses and hearts, and then have your bottle, roses and hearts, and then spread the love of Gubba Rum so everybody knows about it.
Kenny,
We
who do
can
you have on your show
NFT
today?
that.
Yes, all about Gubba Love. Kenny, who's on your show today?
It's all about Gubba Love. I love you. I love you, Steve. Love you. So today I have Dr. Hillary Taylor on the show today, and we are going to create world love, loving every human being. And what's amazing is we're going to be doing recovery love, and we're going to be loving her ex who passed from a motorcycle accident in 2013. So we're going to be dedicating the show to her ex-boyfriend, Jeffrey, and her family, and also the fact that she's pure love. And we're going to love Ukraine, because Ukraine needs a whole lot of love right now. And we're also going to love autism. Since it's Autism Awareness Month, we're going to love Rachel Barcelona, and we're going to love, from last week, Stanley, and we're going to spread the love all over the world so that all human beings, so we all love each other. I love you, love you, love you. I love this guy. I got to tell you, I love this guy. You are pure love. I love you. Plays the harmonica with such love from the heart.
Today,
You're amazing.
and they were brought to you
So I love you all.
Jeffrey at JM Productions, and Steve, we got to get you down here. We got to share the love.
I appreciate it. Believe me, as soon as I can get back there, I will. We do have an event at the end of May, actually before Memorial Day. It's called Triton, and we hope to participate again in that after 3 years. And then at the beginning of June, there's an event. There's a big Food, Wine, and Spirits Festival in New Orleans, and we hope to be there as well. So there's things in the works. Plans are being made, and we really are looking forward to some big things coming up.
Steve.
Well, on Monday, hold 1 second, Kenny.
Sure, go ahead,
On
Dawn.
Monday, Steve, can you go someplace else to another liquor store in Boston while we're on WCAP, and we can do a Where is Steve today?
Let me see
That
what
was
I can
awesome.
do.
Wasn't that great? Where in Boston is Steve Gubb? And we can do a whole contest through WCAP, and if they find you, maybe they win a bag of coffee.
Or a restaurant, somebody that serves the booze.
So Steve, I have hundreds of thousands in my groups, my Florida Love groups. We could have a singles event sponsored by Gubba Rum. Again, spread the love.
Yeah, but on Monday we're in Boston, so I want to get Steve to a place
I
in
understand that,
Boston
but
where
I'm
we're
saying
live
for
on
the
air.
future to spread the love of Gubba Rum so everybody knows about it.
Kenny, I'd be happy to talk to you about that, Kenny.
All right, so let us know where you are on Monday, and we'll do the same thing you did. What's his name? Was George?
We were at the liquor shop in Lowell, Massachusetts, just north of Boston, with the owner, George Miamis, a wonderful, wonderful man. And talk about a guy I love. He's a guy I love. Great
It's a
friend.
great segment. Live from Boston, WCAP. All right, Steve, have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Love you,
everyone.
love
Thank
you,
so
love you,
much for
everybody.
joining
Love you,
us.
Steve.
It's Legacy, Eileen Lemmelman, JM Productions, Kenny Love, Carol, and Marty. Fantastic. To our new crew, if you stay after today, we will light a candle for you because Fridays are a fun day. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe. Tune in at 3 o'clock for the Florida Love Show with Dr. Hillary Taylor, Dr. THC, and we will see you Monday, 11 a.m. brunch, live from WNN and Boston.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save her. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all. Sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for her sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just to reapply, bathing me in drops of ink that glaze across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and